5 minutes with the guy, and I promise you, he'll never do violence against another woman.
No, Buzz cannot afford to get into any more trouble, Frankie.
What's going on, guys?
It's Brent. Yeah, Brent came storming in here, accusing Buzz of stalking him.
Yeah, well, you know what? If he doesn't watch out, he's going to get a whole lot worse than just stalked.
There was this terrible argument. Yeah, and then he got into it with Alan.
My father, what was he doing here? When did this happen?
A few minutes ago, Alan went in the alley with Brent.
Well, wait a minute. I just came through the alley with Buzz. He was straightening up some garbage cans. We didn't see Brent or my father back there.
The stalking days are over, Cooper. Do you hear me? You hear me? Huh?
Oh, Brent, you're a punk. You don't have the guts. It takes nerves to shoot a man. You ain't got the nerve.
You shut your face!
You do women, don't you? You rape, don't you? Come on, you scum-sucking lowlife.
Shut up.
Shoot! Come on! Shoot! Pull the trigger! Come on! Go bang, bang! Come on! Come on! Come on! Shoot! Come on, shoot. Just squeeze around it. Squeeze it. Just squeeze it.
Blow your head off. Is that what you want?
Yeah, puts you on death row. Come on, squeeze it, baby. Come on, just pull the trigger. Come on, squeeze it.
You're still trying to scare me, huh?
Scare you? Come on, you're the woman of peace. Come on, what you gonna do? Come on, go. Pull it. What you gonna do? Come on. Frank! Oh, Frank! Oh, get up. I said get up.
Frankie, stop it! Frankie,
Take it easy.
There's no bullets in the gun! Check it! We're going to do it anyway!
Come on.
He's insane! I'm telling you, he's been stalking me for 24 hours! Keep your mouth shut!
It only makes the situation worse.
Oh, golly gee willikers, he's right. There are no bullets in the gun, but I want him behind bars. I want him locked up.
You belong behind bars.
You better shut your mouth.
Stop it! Otherwise, he's gonna get hurt.
That's right. I'm getting a police injunction against every single one of you. You hear me? You got it?
Get out of here. Hey.
What's going on?
None of your damn business.
What happened?
Unless you have something to do with that man. That man who raped my daughter. Do you? So what is the story, Mr. Spaulding?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Brent Lawrence is what I'm talking about. There's a connection between you two. I want to know what it is.
You know, that sounds like some kind of threat.
Take it easy, Dad. Just answer him.
There's nothing to answer. There's no connection between Brent and me. The guy was causing trouble. I escorted him to the door, told him to go home. I thought he had.
Oh, that's smooth. That's very smooth. It's very smooth, but it won't wash.
Don't you see what Brent's trying to do, son? He's trying to create trouble between us, create a little chaos. What we've got to do is keep our heads and stay away from him until the board meeting is over.
Oh, you are unbelievable! Come on, Spaulding! He rapes my daughter in this church running around with a gun, and you're thinking about your damn company?
Stop it!
You ain't this gun, you son...
Stop! What are you doing? You promised me, Dad. You promised me you wouldn't go after Brent.
Lucy,
Well, this isn't anybody's business except for mine.
That's not true.
Just stay out of it.
Lucy, we can't let him get away with this. I mean, he committed an act of violence. If we let him get away with this, there'll be another girl, and then another girl.
Lucy, he pulled a gun on Dad.
Oh, great. So what are you gonna do? You gonna go get your own? What's that gonna do, huh? How are you guys helping us? You're not doing anything that's helping us. Your anger is only making things worse, and it's probably gonna get worse still. You know, you guys are starting to scare me almost as much as I was scared that night.
I think that we ought to go inside now.
No, I don't want to go inside, you know? I came here tonight because I was hoping, actually, I really needed to be around the love of my family, and I can't find it here because it's all full of hatred and violence.
I'll go.
Tell her I'm sorry,
Beautiful night. Rain cleared everything up. Air smells sweet. Here, pal.
Sorry.
I got it.
I guess I better get some sleep. We still have a big day tomorrow before the board meeting.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Sleep, I think that's what we both need.
Yeah. Thanks for, the ride.
Yeah, you're right.
Oh, Michael? Would you mind staying with me for a few minutes? I don't feel like being alone.
What the hell are you trying to do? Are you following me?
I have to talk to you.
Listen, you know you have a short memory, young man. I told you one more stunt like today, and I'd kill you myself.
I did my job, all right? I did what you wanted me to do.
You damn better have, because tomorrow is the board meeting.
Yeah, well, good. You want your son out? He's out.
Want to talk about what happened tonight?
I don't know, I just keep waiting for things to get better, and it seems like the violence just keeps on spreading. And the worst thing is I feel like the worst is yet to come.
You can't give up hope, Lucy. I won't let you.
Why do you care so much?
Because... Because I think that your future is my future, too.
Morning. Boardroom's all set up.
Good, thanks. Listen, what I talked to you about yesterday, you know, about us, about where we're going, are you okay with that?
Yeah, I'm fine. Here, I think you ought to review this one more time before you go into the meeting.
Well, I'm ready for whatever the board throws at me.
Everything is riding on this meeting.
Lucy, what's wrong?
I don't know. I don't know. Just something doesn't seem right.
Whew. Alan, are the numbers really this bad? I don't want Alan Michael to end up looking like a total fool.
Alex is going to be nothing short of a disaster.
You're still upset about what happened at the diner yesterday, aren't you?
No, I understand. Sort of. I mean, all of you, you're worried about me because of what happened, but the only person that can work through this is myself. And you, my dad, everyone, no one can make it right for me.
Yeah, it's just so frustrating, Lucy. You know, every time I see Brent, every time I see his face walking through here like he's some guy who just got a bum rap, I lose it. I feel like I didn't do enough to protect you, that if I would have just taken care of him that night in your room, then all this would have been done. I want him to disappear, Lucy. I don't want him around here. I don't want him to have to look at his smug little face every day.
Stop. You gotta stop thinking like that, all right? You and my dad both, you just think that if he would disappear, that it would all go away and that nothing would ever have happened to me. Believe me, if anyone, I wish it was that easy. But it just doesn't work that way. And you can't change it any more than I can change it. And just because I have to live it day in and day out, it doesn't mean that you do.
But I do, Lucy, because of the way I feel about you. That creep took something very precious from you, and I want you to help you forget it. And I want you to understand that even though you can't take back the violence, he didn't change you.
Enough. I can't even believe that you're spending this much time talking about me when your entire professional life is hanging in the balance today. This is exactly what the board can nail you on, and you already know that they're saying that you're not paying enough attention to Spaulding. Look, I appreciate what you're doing. Truly, I do. But the best thing that you can do to help me right now is to go in there, give him hell, and make him see that you're the best president that Spaulding ever had. Would you do that for me?
Now, if you think that expression on your face is going to make me feel guilty forget it.
Alan, do you really dislike your own son that much?
No, not at all. As a matter of fact, I'm very fond of Alan Michael.
Well, how the devil can you sit there like that and talk about totally destroying him?
One has nothing to do with the other. I thought of all people, Alex, you should understand that.
Oh, good Lord, you are cold, Alan.
But not as cold as our father was.
Oh, so you're aspiring to be like that, as relentless and unfeeling as Brandon.
Alex, let's not pretend to be something other than what we truly are. It's in our blood, our genes. I'm just fulfilling my destiny, the same as you. I'm no better or worse than you, dear sister.
Well, I never try to hurt Nick that way.
No?
No.
Oh, I think you have. And you were lucky you didn't lose him. And if I play this correctly, I won't lose Alan Michael either. After all, he needs his father.
Alan, do you think prison changed you in any way?
Alex, you try spending 5 years behind bars with nothing but memories and dreams. See how it changes you.
Oh, morning.
Hello, darling.
Son, I'm glad you came in early.
Well, I have a couple of things to do before the meeting. See you all later.
See you then.
Son, in just a few hours, your board will be sitting in these chairs. And right there will be the hot seat.
Yes, well, Dad, I'd like to think that I have everything under control.
Son, you have no idea what you're getting ready to go through. This won't be a fraternity party nor a fan club. These people put you here and they want answers.
Well, I have them for them. Look, profits are up and our stocks have shown greater value since I have been in this chair.
Son, a few days ago you disappeared. A month ago you took the company plane to Florida and disappeared once again. You didn't even show up for the Lewis meeting in New York.
Yes, I understand that, and I take full responsibility for all of those actions. You don't have to bring up every mistake that I've ever made in my life, do you?
Son, I just want you to know, no matter what happens here today, that I'm proud of you. And that I love you.
Look, I just want to make sure you're okay.
I'm fine, Dad. I'm fine. I'm fine.
Well, don't
How many
get
times
mad
do I
at me.
have to say that?
Well,
I
look,
don't want you here. This is
I'm not going to make trouble here. I promise you. I just want to talk to you, make sure. Huh? Yeah, hi. It's me. Yeah,
Mr. Cooper, this is a court injunction, a restraining order prohibiting you from stepping within 100 feet of Mr. Lawrence. Any violation of this order will lead to your immediate arrest.
Against me? You got the wrong person. I'm not the bad guy here. Against me?
Get out on me. This is just the judge's orders.
Cutter, this is outrageous.
For your own good, Buzz. Now, look, I just came down here because something told me I should make you understand. This injunction is very serious.
This swine takes out a court order against me? This is unbelievable. He's the wrong person.
out here? What are you doing here?
I was about to ask the same thing. What are you doing bringing this sideshow here? We have a board meeting here in a few hours. Now, if you come here to try to discredit my son, mister, you've gone too far. Sure. There is no place in this office for personal issues.
I ought to rip this up.
Dad, please, just do what the court says and don't cause any more trouble.
Lucy, your father has every right to visit you and say hello to you if he wants to.
I think you have more important things to worry about than this right now.
Look, this is for your own protection, too, Buzz. You can't keep following him around like...
I wasn't following him around. We just ended up in the same places, that's all.
Look, would you listen to me? You're making a bad situation worse.
My daughter works here. I came by to say hi. I mean, this is a free country, isn't it?
Look, the thing that I don't understand, Detective, is how Brent here can slink into your office and he tells you some wild stories about Buzz stalking him, and you believe him without verifying his story? Is that normal procedure?
Excuse me, it's not just him. It's you, too. Have you seen him? He threw me down a staircase.
Me?
Yeah, I went to the boarding house to say hi to Lucy. He starts tossing me around, threatens me to leave Springfield like he owns this dump.
Mr. Lawrence, the injunction is specifically against Mr. Cooper.
That's right. So I don't want you interfering with my office manager's ability to do her job. You stay away from her. You stay away from her, or you'll deal with me. Come on, not now, Dad, all right? Please, I gotta see what's going on out there.
Lucy is fine. She's with Detective Cutter. Can you forget about that girl for a few hours? You are president of this corporation. In a few hours, you're going to have the most important meeting of your career. Now, you cannot let personal matters interfere with this, son.
Dad,
you know, maybe maybe I should indulge you in these shenanigans, Alan Michael. Maybe I should encourage them. After all, you think that I'm trying to destroy you, isn't that
I don't.
what you
Look,
believe?
Dad, it's just an impossible situation.
I know. The board knows you're having personal problems. The board knows you're missing meetings. The board knows you're disappearing. Look, Alan Michael, I want to see Brent out of here as bad as you, but I can't keep covering for you, son. Maybe you don't want my help. I mean, maybe you just want to self-destruct. Is that it? Do you want out of here?
No, that's not it at all.
Well, then, son, it's time to toughen up.
All right. So let me get this straight. This guy, this punk, can rape my daughter, and there's nothing I can do to protect her.
Look, the system's flawed, all right? Look, I said it. But it's the law. And I'm putting you on notice. You either stay away from him, I'm going to have to put you behind bars.
For my own good, huh?
Please, say goodbye to your daughter and leave.
Goodbye. Be careful. Promise.
Promise.
Mr. Lawrence, I think you have some work to do, too.
Yeah, nice job here. See what you did? You happy now? All I want to do is my job, all right? I don't want to alienate anybody, or I don't mean to antagonize you, all right? Do you understand that? That I don't have any choice about this, that I just have to protect myself? All right?
I know. I know how you feel about me.
No, listen,
I know what you're gonna
look,
say.
please, look. You don't know how I feel. I want to... I owe you an apology. I want to apologize for, well, whatever you call that close encounter we had that night at the pool hall. I allowed it to cloud my judgment. I wasn't being objective. And then Bridget came to talk to me, and I didn't take her seriously enough. Anyway, look, I know you spoke to the officer in charge of sex crimes, and I want you to know that they believe you. And I do, too. But the frustrating thing in a case like this is we don't have enough to go after Brent.
I know. It's my word against his. Thanks, though. Thanks.
Look, it takes a lot of guts to stay here and work here. I just want you to be careful. Look, this guy's obviously a nut to stay on here at Spaulding. But I'm going to stay in his face. He's going to stay away from you. And if I know one thing about your boss, he's not going to let a creep like that stay around here very long. But you just watch yourself, okay?
Okay. Thanks.
Far surpassed the 95 projections that we had.
Lucy, what's wrong?
The budgets, the revenue projections, the spreadsheets, they're all wrong. Look at this. The dates on these documents are wrong. This can't be the most recent revision.
The dates on the documents are the least of our concern, Lucy. What's more important is that a fresh pot of coffee is brewed. After all, we want your board to be in good spirits, son.
Oh, great. That's hilarious.
Spaulding Enterprises, may I help you? Yeah, may I ask who's calling? It's for you.
Oh, it's for me. Who is it?
I don't know.
Hello, Brent Lawrence.
Did you get my message?
Who is this?
It's Buzz Cooper.
Where are you?
For now, at least 100 feet away. But I'm getting closer. Closer and closer. Every day.
Oh, Michael. Oh, Michael.
Yours. But like I said, no, please, not now.
No, now.
After the meeting.
No, after the meeting's gonna be too late. Trust me.
Please, Lucy, okay, don't lose it on me. Just remain calm. Ah, Janine. Victoria, good to see you. I haven't seen you in so terribly long. Victoria, I'm sorry we haven't been able to connect with you.
Well, good afternoon, gentlemen. I hope it will be.
I'm looking forward to those financial reports.
Well, I think you're both going to be very pleased.
Hi, Henry. Good to see you. Very thankful.
Oh, Miss Hill, I'm sorry. This is a private meeting.
I've asked Miss Hill to attend.
Oh, did you?
Tangi will be covering the opening of the meeting.
It's to hopefully ground me in the procedures of business meetings. It should be very educational.
Yes, well, of that I have no doubt.
Well, I guess I've been told.
Don't take it personally, Tangi. Listen, would you like to see the boardroom?
Actually, Alan Michael has shown it to me before.
Oh. Well, your readers must be endlessly fascinated by the progress of Spaulding Enterprises. I hope that your slant this time is going to be a little bit more favorable.
Actually, I'm not here to write an expose.
Well, really, why are you here?
To see you in action, of course.
Well, you're in for quite a show. You'll excuse me. I think we can come to order. Everyone, please, take your seats.
Oh. I'm most welcome at the hotel. Thank you.
What's going on here?
I want to get right to the point and talk about some of the moves that I have made that many of you have expressed concern about. The main one, of course, being the sale of Spring Electronics, the apparent cornerstone of Spaulding Enterprises. And further, the sale of SE will also allow us finally, to go after the pharmaceutical project that we have had on our agenda for 5 years. Yes, well, that being said, now, to address the issue of my absence from the joint venture meeting in New York with Lewis Oil. I acknowledge the mistake, and I take full responsibility for it. Unfortunately, due to circumstances beyond my control, I was not able to be there. Furthermore, Josh Lewis was also not able to attend, so that problem is moot.
Well, excuse me. That may be all well and good, but what about your daily absences from the office? I called you repeatedly last week and the week before, and you repeatedly failed to return those calls. Who's minding the store?
Oh, yes, Victoria.
May I respond to that?
Got it.
You all know that I'm a difficult man to deal with professionally. As a matter of fact, I have a reputation of being as hard as nails. But I assure each of you that no one has been harder than I have on Alan Michael. But you know, there comes a time in each of our lives when personal situations take precedence over business considerations. I think Alan Michael has always been minding the store, whether he was here physically or not. Now, as to questioning his business moves, remember that we wanted to add some vigor to this company. And Victoria, let's not forget what it's like to be young and eager to take risks.
I remember it well. The fun of scoring on a competitor. Well, that's the sort of thing that makes a business successful.
And that's the kind of thinking that attracts investors and generates growth, Henry. Now, Alan Michael saw some business challenges, and he had the courage to take the risks. That's the kind of fresh air we need in this stodgy old place. Our company is better off today and more successful because of Alan Michael Spaulding.
How'd it go?
Oh, well, maybe it's the calm before the storm, but so far the rumblings are a low roar.
Oh, good. You bought some time. I'm telling you, there is something definitely weird with the financials.
Yeah, you said that. How so? What's wrong?
I brought it up on the computer, right? Everything is skewed, the dates don't match, and the figures are all wrong.
Well, how could... never mind right now. We'll look at it after the meeting.
Okay, I'll keep working on it.
Thanks.
Well, I hope you enjoy the rest of your evening, Miss Hill.
I'll take that as my cue to exit.
Alex just means it gets boring from here on.
I wasn't bored.
You're at the most interesting part of the evening. Now, wait till the stats start rolling out. It gets very tedious.
Yeah, funny. I've never did anything but love numbers.
They've always been a little dry for me, and I'm sure this evening will be no different.
You hope.
Have fun, Alex.
Well, you've really surpassed yourself this time, dear brother. You almost have me convinced Alan Michael's the best CEO since Brandon Spaulding.
Yes. Well, I wanted to give him a chance, and I must say I'm very impressed. I mean, he's staying cool, he's fielding the questions, handling all the pressure.
Yeah?
Cover that, and then this.
Son, I want to say how impressed I am with you.
Well, thank you for the support.
I just want you to know I may have to change my strategy, be less of an advocate and a little bit more of a challenger. Don't let that throw you. I just don't want to give the impression that I'm loading the dice in your favor.
Right, we wouldn't want to give that impression, would we?
I'm backing you 100%, Alan Michael. You do believe that?
I'm not sure what to believe right now, Dad. But let's just keep this on a business level, all right? Yes, please take your seats, everyone. This meeting is now in order. Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, Glenn.
Something has come to my attention that's very serious. These financial statements you showed us, they're wrong. Deliberately deceptive. This company has suffered huge losses, and our CEO here has buried those losses in a dark, deep place. The real story and the real figures show a different story entirely, and they show it in red ink. And I demand your resignation now.
Now, goodness, Glenn, I think that's a little...
We've had nothing but lies for this man.
Explain this. Yes, I can. Obviously, well, I'm sure there's an explanation for this, Henry. We'll get down to the bottom of it.
Lucy, for heaven's sake. I'm sorry to interrupt your meeting here, but I just found proof that the financial report that you have was sabotaged.
What? This is outrageous.
Wait a minute. All the financial files.
Lucy, this is not the time for any...
Wait. Now, I have just been accused of what would be considered a felony. If my assistant has proof that these allegations are based on false information, I think I deserve to see that.
Well, of course you do, son. I knew as soon as I heard Glenn make these charges that something must be wrong. No one has worked harder, been more diligent, and more honest than Alan Michael. Now, I suggest that we get an independent auditor in here to clear up all of this mess.
We don't need outsiders. I've got the proof right here.
Everyone knows that the numbers can be rigged to whatever story they want to, Glenn.
Exactly. Your son showed us that one.
I'm not supporting Alan Michael because he's my son. I'm supporting him because he's a damn fine president. And if these charges are true, I'll be the first to ask for his resignation. But I am not going to condemn him on unfounded charges based on numbers that could have been doctored.
Now, I speak for the independent audit.
I agree. And are we going to leave Alan Michael in charge while the audit is ongoing?
That wouldn't be wise. Now, I move that Alan take over. And all records and files be closed to Alan Michael, and he be barred from his office and from the building until this is settled.
Look, Glenn, don't worry about a thing. We'll clear this all up.
Yeah, I guarantee you everything's going to be running tip-top tomorrow morning.
Everything is running smoothly now.
You're absolutely right, now that you're back in control of things. Janine, let me see you out.
Alan?
Janine?
What the hell was going on with that secretary? I thought our plan was foolproof.
I'll be in touch, Glenn.
Carol? I'll tell you how it went. You left big footprints in the snow.
What are you talking about?
I didn't leave a trace. Lucy has a back file that could sink us.
Lucy and Alan Michael can prove nothing.
You better pray that that's true.
Well, I guess it's going to be a long time before I see these offices again.
He'll be back soon.
I don't know. Who could have done this to me? You and I were the only ones who had copies of the access codes. My father didn't have it. Brent didn't have it.
Yeah, but somebody did.
Yeah. Well, believe me, I'm going to find out who that somebody is. And when I do, you're going to tell me why.